I attribute it to the fact that we worked on our tactics at every chance we got. We practiced formation, we practiced switches, we practiced how we would break, how we would engage an enemy airplane, and then when that opportunity presented itself, we were ready, and we came home safely. The first thing you do when you come back from a combat mission is to go over to intelligence and debrief, and they take all the details. We were not very interested in that. We were ready to go to the officers club and celebrate, I have to say, because we were as high as you can get, as high as you can get. The ultimate in a fighter pilot's career is to have a mission like we have. But I'll have to say that I was curious about the fate of this man. I knew he was in his parachute, but I didn't know if he was alive. I certainly didn't know what his name was. I didn't know if he had a family. I didn't know any of those things. And I thought about it during the debriefing, but then, you know, we celebrated in the club that night, and the very next day we're back in the air flying more combat missions. So really didn't think about it much until many years later, and I will have more to say about that in a little bit. But let me ask Hong Mi to tell you what it felt like ejecting from that MiG-21 at 550 knots, and what happened to him after that dogfight.
Sau khi máy bay tôi bị bắn cháy thì buộc tôi phải nhảy dù. Thế và sau khi nhảy dù thì do cái bảo vệ tay không làm việc cho nên cả hai tay gãy. Hai tay gãy và bị chấn thương 3 đốt sống. Thế và với sự điều trị 6 tháng thì tôi không thể tiếp tục bay được nữa. Bác sĩ bảo là nếu tiếp tục bay sẽ ảnh hưởng không tốt, cho nên tôi buộc phải thôi bay. Thế và với cái bằng kỹ sư máy bay thì kỹ sư lái máy bay thì ra ngoài không làm được cái gì cả, cho nên tôi lại phải tiếp tục đi học làm lại từ đầu. Và tôi học Đại học Kinh tế, Đại học Ngoại ngữ, sau đó chuyển về Tổng ty Bảo hiểm Việt Nam. Tôi làm việc đến năm 2006 thì về hưu. Hiện nay tôi đang sống ở đó.
After my plane was shot down to the right wing, I injected myself and the parachute opened. But because the arm protection system, it didn't work at that time, so my arms, two of my arms were broken and I was badly injured on the back. I had to go to the hospital for 6-month treatment. And after having the surgery 4 times, the doctor said that my health was not good to fly. And I got out of the Air Force, the Vietnam Air Force, at the end of 1974. With the pilot career, I couldn't get a job at that time, and it was very difficult. So I decided to go back to the university, and I studied at the University of Economics and the foreign language at that time, and started to get a job and work for a Vietnam insurance company. And now I'm retired and I'm living in Hanoi at this moment.
Thank you very much, and as you can see, it's just really an interesting parallel to compare his life and mine, and I certainly don't take my wonderful life for granted, not after understanding more about what he has been through, both before we met in combat and after. Serious injuries, but yet he's, you know, he persevered, went through, did what he had to do, and today he's a happy man. With me, I had a wonderful career, and AJ was, with his kind introduction, told you that some of my assignments, you know, I had a wonderful opportunity to fly as commander leader of the Air Force Thunder